Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and in today's video I wanted to talk about August's Clone Wars skins that we will be getting. I know personally myself and a lot of other players are looking forward to this update, so I wanted to make a video discussing some of the clone trooper customization that I hope we get in the next batch of skins. Now obviously there are a ton of different clone trooper appearances that could be used, but I managed to narrow it down to about 7 different clone appearances. I know it's probably unlikely that we will get this many right away, but in saying that, the roadmap outlined multiple skin drops over the next few months, so hopefully we see most of these at some point. Starting off at number 1 is the Clone Force 99, also known as the Bad Batch. These clones had genetic mutations to enhance their skills, so they all had different size and appearances, which I think could be a really cool feature in Battlefront 2. If you play as the heavy class, maybe your character model is bigger and bulkier, as opposed to the specialist, which could be more slender and agile. I added the Bad Batch into this list not only because they look cool, but because we do see one of the members of the Clone Force 99 in the new Clone Wars Saved trailer. He's walking next to Anakin and Captain Rex, and he looks really cool. I think seeing that in a future update, possibly with a content drop for the Clone Wars Saved, would be really cool. So I hope we see them in Battlefront 2 at some point, as they look awesome. Speaking of Captain Rex though, that brings me to number 2, and I'm sure you've all guessed it. Yep, it's the 501st Legion. The 501st served directly under General Anakin Skywalker and were led by Captain Rex. Their armor is really cool with the blue markings. This would add for some awesome color diversity in the game, and I have seen mods for clones to look like Captain Rex, so if it was added to Battlefront 2, it would definitely be a great addition. I think if we get these skins, it could also set up the possibility for Captain Rex to become either a hero or reinforcement, which I have ideas for as well, but that's for a whole other video. Moving on from the 501st, at number 3, we have the 212th Attack Battalion, which was of course Obi-Wan Kenobi's troops. Their armor had yellowish orange colored markings, and like I mentioned just a minute ago, they were led by Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, and at the head of the pack was Commander Cody. Now I don't know about you guys, but I think Commander Cody is one of the coolest looking clone troopers in Star Wars, and much like Rex, I'd love to see him running around the battlefield as a hero or reinforcement. The orange and yellow markings on the armor would look great, and even if I can just make my clone look like Commander Cody, even if he isn't a hero or reinforcement, then DICE can shut up and take my money. Coming in at number 4 though, I have the Coruscant Guard. The Coruscant Guard were cloned shock troopers that stayed on the planet of Coruscant and had red markings on their armor, similar to the stormtroopers we saw in Battlefront 2015. These clones stayed pretty close to Chancellor Palpatine and were extremely loyal to him. I think the shock trooper that we saw on the stormtroopers in Battlefront 2015 was one of my favorite skins in that game behind the Shadow Trooper, so if we could get that for the clones in Battlefront 2, again, DICE can just take all of my money because I will be buying that straight away. Number 5 on the list is going to be something that would be perfectly suited for Battlefront 2, and that is the 41st Elite Corps, who served under Jedi Master Luminara. They were commanded by a clone named Gree. These clone troopers can also be seen in Revenge of the Sith on Kashyyyk in the green camo colored armor. These ones are actually the clones that get beheaded by Yoda when the call to execute Order 66 came in. These would look perfect in Battlefront 2, and having Kashyyyk as a playable map already makes it really well suited into the game. Getting towards the end of the list though, number 6 is the 21st Nova Corps, who were led by Jedi Master Ki-Adi-Mundi and commanded by a clone named Bakara. The armor for these clones were pretty different, as they were armor with markings of dark red, but what makes them interesting is the synth mesh they wore to avoid breathing in or coming into contact with hazardous gases or materials. I think this skin's really cool because not only does it add color to the trooper's armor, but the mesh makes for a different appearance altogether. I feel like this skin would be harder to make though, so if they do decide to include it, then maybe that will be one of the later clone troopers down the line. Finally, at number 7, you guys know I couldn't do this list without including these guys, and that is the 104th Battalion, aka the Wolfpack, aka Plo's Bros. This squad was led by, of course, Plo Koon during the Clone Wars, and their armor donned some really awesome looking grey markings. Commander Wolf was at the top of the Wolfpack, hence the nickname of the Clone Trooper squad. If Battlefront 2 was to add the Wolfpack, I know a lot of people would look to buy these skins, especially if they were 20,000 credits each, like the former Trooper skins have been. I think even if they were 40,000 credits, I can see a lot of people buying a lot of these different skins, so it's definitely something that would be good in the game. So guys, there are 7 trooper skins I would love to see added in Battlefront 2, and I'm sure all of you would as well. I think the one I want the most is the 212th. As I said before, and most of you probably know, I'm a big Obi-Wan fan. I love how Commander Cody and his squad look, so that's going to be my first pick, hopefully, if we get them in August. Let me know down in the comments which clones were your favorite, and if they weren't on this list, then definitely mention them down below as well. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to show your support for the channel, and be sure to subscribe if you are new. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and may the Force be with you always.
The Sith